Okay guys, today we are reviewing the winter watch. This watches don't have a model name or number, but they're great watches. This is the one I bought a while ago, several months ago, maybe a year ago, and I was so impressed with it that I bought these two. I found them to be very accurate. This one's 2 minutes fast. This one came out of the factory, I think, already adjusted, so it's neither fast nor slow. If you look on the back, you're gonna see that the movement they have is the same movement, obviously, and it's a hand wind movement. It's not automatic. I believe that the automatic movements are less accurate than these ones. That's why I like these watches. These watches, I have several automatic watches, and I noticed that when you lay them down, they're accurate, but when you wear them, they become less accurate. And I believe, and I could be wrong, that that's because of the rotor. When it's moving around, it's pushing the mechanism and making it faster. So that's why I like the hand wind. Also, another advantage of hand wind watches is that they're thinner. If you look at it from the side, this is a 10 millimeter case. It's thinner than the automatic ones that have to accommodate that rotor. So they tend to be no less than 12 millimeters thick. Another good thing, and another thing you have to watch out for when you buy watches, is that the hands, the hour and minute hands, should be different, should be distinguishable. I bought a watch that was cheaper than this one, but the hour and minute hands were almost the same. So I had difficulty telling the time because the hour and minute hands looked almost the same. I paid $13 for this one, and I paid $11.88 for each one of these ones. I bought these two together because I like this watch so much. It's nice and light. That's one of the good things about this simple mechanical watch, hand wind. No date function, no automatic function. It's just a simple watch, so it's a lot lighter than the automatic ones. They have that date function, and there's less to go wrong. The simpler the watch, the less that can go wrong. The easier to set the date. I should say set the time. I have noticed that over time it sort of breaks in. When I wind this, when I first bought this, it was stiff, but now it's gotten soft. And these two that I just got, they're still stiff, but I'm expecting them to get soft like this one did. When you wind them, that stiffness that it has, it gets soft over time. And I've noticed that with this one, because this one's soft and this ones are still stiff. So for $11.88, I think this is a great deal. If I ask anybody, I ask them how much I spent on this watch, they might think I spent over $100. They would never think that I spent less than $12 on a watch this type. This one's as accurate as a quartz watch. So if you buy one of these watches, one thing you have to keep in mind is that you might have to adjust it. And if you do, I asked the repairman at the mall, and he said it's gonna cost me $18 to adjust the watch to make it accurate. So you have to think about that, because you spend $11.88 for a watch, and then you have to spend $18 to get it adjusted at the mall. So you have to drive out there. You might end up paying more than that $13 that you initially pay for on a watch like this. So overall, it's a great watch. I do recommend it 100%. It's not perfect. It doesn't have any jewels in it if you look in the back. So when you buy a watch and you spend the money on it, you have to keep that in mind. A watch like this cheap, that cheap because it does not have those jewels in there. Those 23 jewels that you normally see on this type of watches. If this watch had those jewels, the price would go up to about $50. So still a good deal, because when you think about it, a Swiss watch, the cheapest one will cost you about $500. But this one, if it had those jewels, would be $50. And without the jewels, you can bring it down to less than $20. So that's pretty good. Thank you for watching.